Cy is a 9/11 search and rescue dog. He's not only a working partner to owner Tom Goodrich, but a constant companion and best friend. So when Tom was first told that his dog had cancer, the news struck him like a bolt of lightning.
As any dog handler will tell you, the dogs get very attached to you and you get attached to them. And when he got cancer, it was kind of really rough because the prognosis is really bad. It said he had maybe 4 months to live, 6 months with the chemo.
Tom is certainly not alone. Cancer is becoming more and more common in our dogs. Statistics show that if a dog makes it past 3 years of age, it has a 50-50 chance of getting cancer, and that figure is growing yearly. The sad truth is, every dog owner is likely to face cancer in their animal, sooner or later.
50% of dogs in the United States will develop cancer. Most veterinarians believe the prevalence of cancer is due to the diet that we feed them. Dogs evolved eating meat. They're essentially carnivores. In today's world, dog food is based primarily on grain, rice, wheat, corn. Grain doesn't have the essential nutrients that are required as building blocks for a dog to be able to adequately avoid cancer.
Research shows that to reduce the possibility of your dog getting cancer, the single best thing you can do is feed your dog the proper diet, containing lots of animal protein and fat. This is termed an evolution diet.
Dogs require high concentrations of animal-based protein. Most dog food is based around grain, and the truth is dogs don't have the enzymes required to properly utilize grain. Dogs in the wild do not feed in the rice paddies or the cornfields. They eat meat.
But when a dog gets cancer, there certainly is hope. Aloha Medicinals is on the forefront in developing natural immune modulator supplements which are showing great promise in helping dogs fight cancer.
We're fortunate that dogs respond better in immune modulation therapy than any other animal, certainly better than humans. We have overall about a 50% remission rate with dogs fighting cancer. Some types of cancer are as high as 80 or 85%. This means 8 out of every 10 dogs that we treat actually overcome the cancer.
And he doesn't show signs of having a cancer right now that I can see. We haven't had him tested. He's been doing so well onto it.
A dog cancer diagnosis is one of the scariest things you can face with your beloved companion. A diagnosis of cancer for your dog can be just as devastating as any other member of the family. And the thought of discarding or replacing your pet when they get sick is no more an option than it would be for any other family member.
And he is, my buddy, basically, my pal, because we've been a lot together.
These dogs are family members. These dogs are the same as sons and daughters, And when cancer is diagnosed in these dogs, it's just devastating.
When cancer does occur in a dog, the treatments are usually the same as those on a human: chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. However, statistics show us that these methods alone do not work.
These certainly are useful tools in the fight against cancer in that they reduce the mass of the tumor. They reduce the number of cancer cells present. But surgery and chemotherapy and radiation do not address the underlying cause.
So what is the underlying cause of cancer? Many researchers today believe that it's an immune system dysfunction.
Cancer is essentially a failure of the body to recognize those aberrant cells as invaders. And the bottom line is, when we can trigger that dog's normal recognition response, the body will address the cancer as if it was any other wound, and it will heal and leave scar tissue.
After a dog has lived past 3 years, it has a 50% chance of dying from cancer. But Aloha Medicinals is fighting those statistics by providing information for dog owners and resources for families going through this difficult fight.
Surgery and chemotherapy and radiation, as used in the United States, is only one portion of the treatment. Most places they come in with natural compounds which stimulate the immune system to recognize the cancer. And it's this combination approach of reducing the mass of the tumor in any way that is appropriate for the patient, while addressing the underlying immune dysfunction that yields the greatest results.
The process is called immune modulation therapy and is on the very forefront of human cancer research worldwide. It is now available for dogs in the United States through a supplement called Canine Immunity, manufactured by Aloha Medicinals. First developed for treating cancer in seeing eye dogs and the search and rescue heroes from the 9/11 tragedy, Canine Immunity has now been used in thousands of dogs with cancer.
These dogs were exposed to every sort of toxin known. They were wading through asbestos every day. Most of these dogs now have come down with cancer. And so we have several of those high-profile 9/11 cancer dogs on Canine Immunity. Several of those dogs have had amputations or have had very severe cancer like bone cancer. And some of these dogs are now a year and a half into their treatment with no sign of cancer at this time. Where Canine Immunity fits into this treatment plan is along with surgery or chemo or radiation to try and address that immune dysfunction in order for the dog's own body to be able to fight the cancer. And this is the attempt in immune modulation therapy, is to try and address that underlying cause, that immune dysfunction that allows the proliferation of the cancer in the first place.
Aloha Medicinals has found that Canine Immunity is safe and effective with no side effects and can be added to any other therapy being given, although it should not be considered as a standalone in the fight against cancer. More than 15,000 dogs have been treated with Canine Immunity, and more than 80% of the dogs undergoing cancer therapy have shown dramatic improvements when Canine Immunity is added to their treatment regimen.
The vets are seeing this as an incredible new tool that they can use. This is all natural, it's non-toxic. It does not interfere with any other drugs that they may be using. All it does is improves the quality of life of the dog. Even in cases where it doesn't cure the cancer, or even in cases where the cancer does not go into remission, it almost always improves the quality of life of the dog. It increases their energy, it increases their appetite, it increases their will to live. And this is a huge emotional impact on the owners to have a little extra time with your companion.
Nearly any dog owner will tell you they would do anything to give their dog the greatest chance of surviving a diagnosis of cancer. For Tom Goodrich, it has meant a renewed companionship with his dog and a keen appreciation of the quality of life.
I ain't 100% say for sure, but I think it is the canine immune system that helped him, because he has outlived anything they said he wasn't going to be able to live that long, and he's still doing great.
Modern science has given us a way to address some of these problems. We don't have a magic pill that's going to extend life on into the future, but we can help. We can improve the quality of life. We can improve the time remaining with your dog.